By now you've probably heard about the tragedy that took place at Travis Scott's Astroworld festival just a few days ago. 8 people lost their lives and many other people were injured at this concert because of a crowd rush. Now lawsuits are being filed and people are speaking out about the tragedy, as well as fans who have recounted their first-hand experiences of being at the festival and fearing for their lives. So many people have been devastated by this event and everyone is saying that this could have been prevented. Were we warned that something like this could have happened? In a way, yes. If we look back on the rapper's past actions as well as the actions of others, we might see a pattern forming, so let's get into all of that as we discuss some of the celebrities who warned us about Travis Scott. At number 6, Meek Mill. People's actions can say a lot about someone. If they're generally unproblematic, then you can safely assume that they're probably a pretty decent person. If they're not getting into fights with other people or causing much drama, then that's one thing, but if someone gets into public fights or has unnecessary beefs with people, that can cause some people to reconsider someone's character. This idea can kind of go for Travis Scott because he's been known to get into beefs with other people in Hollywood and specifically in the music industry. It could say a lot about the kind of person that he is. Back in the summer of this year, Travis reportedly got into some kind of beef with Meek Mill and they got into a physical altercation. Over the 4th of July weekend, sources said that the two rappers were seen fighting at a party. This wasn't any old barbecue though, because there were a number of A-list celebrities in attendance as well, like Beyonce and Jay-Z, Lil Baby, Quavo, Meg Thee Stallion, and Bon Jovi. Just because he was in a higher class setting, that didn't make Travis back down from a fight, and he got into an altercation with Meek, and it got so heated that they had to pull them away from each other. No one knows why they were fighting, but this just didn't seem like the place to be hashing things out. Travis is known to be a bit of an aggressive person, which we will discuss later, but this altercation with Meek Mill could have been a warning that Travis can escalate things, which could explain how things escalated so much at his festival. At number 5, A$AP Rocky. Travis Scott's unnecessary beef with Meek Mill isn't the only feud that the rapper has had, though this next one I'm going to tell you about was much bigger. Travis has been pretty aggressive with A$AP as well, and this apparently started all the way back in 2015. When arriving at an event, Travis was getting out of his car and a fan mistakenly called Travis A$AP, and the rapper reacted by lunging at the fan. He was quick to react and this clearly upset him, but this comparison to A$AP ended up triggering Travis again the following year when he was accused by one of A$AP Mob of copying their crew's style. And as you can imagine, that just fanned the flames. I know that there have been celebrities who have had beefs with other people, but the way that these two have gone on and the way that Travis reacted towards that fan once again suggests that he has an aggressive side, which could tie into the mob at his concert. Before we carry on talking about Travis Scott's actions, let me first take a moment to ask you guys to leave a like on this video and subscribe to see more videos like this one. At number 4, Shane Morris. One argument that people have been making in regards to Travis Scott's festival incident is that the rapper should have stopped the show when he saw things were getting out of hand and that he should have cared more for the fans who came to support him. But it seems as though Travis not caring for the well-being of others might not be anything new, because he was exposed recently for allegedly leaving someone for dead. Travis's ex-manager Shane Morris spoke out against the rapper, claiming that he was left for dead after having a seizure. Speaking out against the rapper, Shane said, quote, "Travis Scott is the worst person I worked with in my entire career in music. 8 people are dead and hundreds more injured after Travis Scott's callous, reckless behavior at Astroworld, and I hate to be the one saying this, but I saw this coming and I tried to tell everyone. When he sees people in harm or danger, he tends to only continue thinking about himself, and to make it worse, he's been doing this for years at other concerts." End quote. Shane is the one person who actually tried to warn us about Travis, but no one listened, even when he posted on Reddit saying, quote, "I'm Travis Scott's former manager, I'm the one who had a seizure, and I'm the one he left for dead in a basement in Los Angeles. I originally told my account in 2013, and then it recirculated on Reddit about 6 years ago." End quote. It's crazy to know that this could have been avoided if more people had known what was possible. At number 3, police. Now obviously this isn't a celebrity, but I thought it was important to include it on this list because it was a very important and very serious warning that Travis received but elected to ignore. It turns out that Travis was actually warned about the number of people in attendance at his music festival. The Houston police chief actually visited Travis in his trailer before the show to talk about his concern with the crowd size at the rapper's concert. Clearly, Travis didn't take this warning into consideration, and as a result, many people got hurt. 8 people passed away that night and hundreds more were injured after the crowd tried to surge onto the stage where Travis was performing. According to reports from people who were there, the crowd started to compress against the front of the stage and people started getting crushed. Once people started to get knocked down and fall unconscious, this created even more panic, and as a result, more people got hurt. The fact that the police warned the rapper about the crowd and nothing came of it shows that this was an irresponsible decision that cost people their lives. At number 2, Travis Scott. A lot of people were surprised at the events of Travis Scott's music festival. So many others had been asking how could something like this happen, but the thing is, this isn't the first time one of Travis's shows has gone out of hand, and this recent one was just the most deadly. Travis had another very unruly show back in 2017, and as a result of the madness that ensued at that show, Travis faced legal repercussions. The rapper faced 3 misdemeanor charges of inciting a riot, disorderly conduct, and endangering the welfare of a minor, after he told his fans to rush the stage, just like how they did at the Astroworld festival. On top of that, in Travis's 2018 song Stargazing, he commented on how unruly he likes his fans to get at concerts, saying, quote, "It ain't a mosh pit if ain't no injuries," end quote. Looking back on all of this, one could say that Travis totally warned us about himself because his actions proved it all. The fact that he is encouraging rushing the stage, causing people to get hurt in the past, and talking about people getting injured in a mosh pit kind of says a lot about him. On top of that, Travis has already gotten in trouble because people got hurt at his 2017 concert, and yet he didn't learn from that incident and incited another rush that ended a lot worse than the last one. Travis is now in even more trouble than ever before, and he brought that on himself. We just should have seen it coming. And finally, at number 1, Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner has been by Travis's side for a while. They have a daughter together and they're expecting another baby, so you wouldn't think that Kylie had anything negative to say about Travis, but there is footage from the night of the Astroworld festival that many people speculate shows that Kylie knew something wasn't right. Kylie has spoken out about the events of the festival, and seeing as she was there when everything went down, people looked to her for a response. Kylie said that she felt bad about what happened, but in footage from that night, Kylie was seen looking really concerned, suggesting that it was almost a warning that something bad was going to happen. Kylie was in a tent in the middle of the crowd watching the show, and even though everyone else who was with her was hyped up, Kylie looked to be feeling a little different as she stood there still with her hands clasped in front of her. Not really the type of body language that you would expect from someone at a concert. People said that Kylie looked nervous or sad, and this might have been before other people started noticing what was going on. It could have been a last-minute warning sign that things were about to go down. What do you guys think though? Let me know your thoughts down below. Now before I end the video, let's do some comment shoutouts from our video of the top 10 worst celebrity role models in Hollywood. I asked you guys to tell me who your celebrity role models were, so let's see what you guys said. Mama Namid Reviews says, I look up to Ryan Reynolds, with his commendable marriage to Blake Lively and the fact that he makes us all laugh all the time. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is a good choice. I love that guy. I mean, he's kind of a meme for how lovable he is, and I totally support that, 100%. I would love to meet him one day. I feel like he would be a hoot and a half. Tammy Webb says, my celebrity role model is Elizabeth Taylor. I look up to her because of her strength, her compassion, and her passion for the life that she had. I love that. I feel like Elizabeth Taylor would definitely be a rare choice for a celebrity role model. Most people are thinking of like people who are famous right now, but no, I really like that response. That is a good choice. Good on ya. Miranda Clark says, I look up to Keanu Reeves because he seems like such a nice guy and he's so thoughtful. Yep, Keanu Reeves, great guy. I mean, he's in everything these days, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it. He's cool, I like him. Good choice. Omega Gaming says, Christina Grimmie, she was just a person on YouTube just like me and got lucky enough, music artist. Yeah, I mean, I think we all miss Christina Grimmie a lot. That whole thing was tragic, gone too soon, so talented, RIP. I cannot believe it still to this day. Anyways, before I wrap things up for today, I want you guys to leave some messages of love and support for those who have been affected by the Astroworld tragedy. This honestly should never have happened, and far too many people were affected by the events of that night, so let's all send some good vibes towards everyone who was in attendance. Anyways, that's it for me. I've been your host, B Room, and until next time, stay safe, make good choices, and stay groovy, friends. On top of that, Travis's 2018 song Stargazing, well, On top of that, in Travis's, oh my god. Mama Namid, oh my god.